Hello everyone, I'm Michael Cheek with MikesGuitarLessons.com, and we're going to play How We Operate by Gomez, one of my favorite bands, so this is going to be a fun one for me. The section that we're going to play here, and I'll just get as far as I can within the allotted time because this is my first video and it's going to be on YouTube. This is the section that we're going to play. Okay, that's the section that we're going to learn, or at least as much of it as we can, but there are two parts there. One's a guitar part, and the part that comes in later is the banjo part. We're actually going to start that too. If I can get done with it, I will. So I can get as much done as possible, let me go ahead and get started and show you the guitar part that gets repeated over and over again in the song. So what I was playing along with at the beginning, since it came in first, was this part. So obviously not very hard, but what we're going to play are the G and the B strings. So you're going to play the G open, and the B string is going to either be 3rd fret or 4th fret, depending on which section we're in. We're going to start off with open on the G and 3rd fret on the B string. Use whatever finger you want to, it doesn't really matter. And you're going to play the G twice, and we're palm muting all our notes here so that they don't last too long. I wanted to mention that too. So palm mute. If you don't know what palm muting is, you can check out some of my other videos. I know I'll go into it on other videos. I just don't have the time here. But open twice on the G, and then 3rd fret twice on the B string. Then open on the G twice again. And that's one section there basically. So, okay. Now you're going to play that section 4 times in a row. So going that far into it, it's going to sound like this. Okay, now for the next section, we're going to change the B string to 4th fret, but still open on the G. We're still playing it the same way, but we only play the thing twice this time. So it's going to be open twice on the G, then 4th fret on the B string twice, and then open twice on the G again. And you do that one more time. So, and then we switch back to the first one where we've got the 3rd fret on the B string. And again, it's open twice on the G, then 3rd fret twice on the B, and then open twice on the G. You play it twice this time. Before you had it 4 times, then the second part you had that twice, and now when you're going back to the first way again, you only play it twice. Then you start the whole thing over again, and it seems kind of weird because you're staying on the same fret. You know, you're doing that 3rd fret again, so it seems like it's kind of like 6 times in a row, but it's not really. You have to think of it this way so you don't get lost. So one time through, this whole thing is going to be like this. You have to think of that as one time through, and then you start it over. You're going to repeat it over and over again, and if you think of it that way, you're not going to get lost and go to the wrong fret at the wrong time. So that's the guitar part that's at the beginning, and you might even put a little echo on your amp too if you've got that. That'll sound good. I just don't want to do it here for the lesson purposes because it can sound confusing. You think I'm hitting a note when I'm not. So that's the first part. Now the banjo part that comes in, let me actually fast forward to that section. Let me do at least the first half of it. This right here. This right here. One thing that will help you too, if you've got playing out of a computer or something like that where you can isolate the left or the right side of the audio, these are panned pretty close to the edges, so if you go I forget if it's the left or the right, but you can hear one of these parts mostly on the left channel and the other one mostly on the right channel. So if you have trouble picking these two parts out, try doing that, adjusting the mix left or right, and it ought to help you a lot. It'll make one of them come out more than the other. So what that was right there is basically this. And then you've got the next section, which is, and then pretty easy. It sounds a little different here because I'm not playing a banjo, but we can still play the notes. So what we're going to play is this. Put your third finger on the 5th fret of the D string, and you don't need to press anything else down yet. You're actually going to play the same note 3 times in a row, but because we're going to go to different strings, it's going to sound a little more like separate notes instead of just the same note 3 times in a row. So what we're doing is playing 5th fret on the D string, then open on the G, which is the same note, then back to 5th fret on the D string. Because of their tone differences, though, it's going to sound a little bit different than just 3 of the same notes. So you play that, D string, G, back to D. Then you're going to play open on the B string and then hammer on the 3rd fret. Like that. So, okay. Now, the next part is going to be open on the G, and then you've already got your first finger on that 3rd fret of the B string. Now I want you to play that note and hammer on the 4th fret with your middle finger. Okay, so it's open on the G, then 3 to 4 on the B string. Alright, now after that, you're going to go back to open on the G, and then open on the B string, but hammer 3rd fret of the B string. Okay, so, alright, so those 3 things in a row are going to sound like this. Then you got to wait for a second, and then this part comes in, and then this part. Okay? Alright? Okay, and the timing is tricky because of the way these 2 parts are laid out, but I've got the rest of that. It's going to go on video too. If you're watching this on the website at mikesguitarlessons.com, go ahead and go to video 2 so you can start learning the rest of this riff and then eventually the whole song. And if you're watching it on YouTube and you want to go check out the site, you can. It's www.mikesguitarlessons.com. If not, that's okay. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, though, please subscribe to my channel, because I'm updating videos all the time. I'm getting back into my usual routine, and I'm posting videos almost every day now. So, if not every day. So, thanks for watching. Good luck playing the song, and see you later.